What's up, YouTube? This is TJ, your personal trainer, life coach, and nutritionist. Today I want to speak about the first time I experienced eternity on magic mushrooms. Now, this may seem off topic from what I usually post about or how it can apply to our lives, but I'll connect it to that soon. But first, I want to speak about this experience. So it was a few years ago, and also for those of you who don't know, magic mushrooms, it's just a certain mushroom that has a certain chemical that kind of helps to expand your mind it alters your consciousness, so to speak. And so your normal waking consciousness where you're thinking a thought, you have the I thought going on and on and on all day, it kind of disrupts that for you. And it's able to give you this peace and to let certain emotions and different things you can work on come up. But anyway, so when I had this experience, it helped me to fully realize that this universe that we live in, that we are, is eternal. So what do I mean by eternal? By eternal, I mean it goes on forever. Now, this can be argued by certain people. I'm just talking about the experience I had here and how my experience can be applied to your guys' lives. So when I had this experience, it was mind-blowing. It was amazing. I'm going to attempt to explain what exactly I felt in words, but of course this is something that is, when we all feel this peace, this love, or what we call the Holy Spirit, it is beyond words. But when I first felt this, it was amazing. It was, as I said, it was mind-blowing. It felt like the awareness, my soul, was just expanding on forever and ever. And I realized that I am intricately a part of this universe. I am this universe in human form, named T.J. Jensen, and so on and so forth. And when I experienced this, I realized that each particle that is part of this universe. So for example, our human bodies made out of trillions of living cells, living, dying, reproducing. It's doing this all the time. I realized that each of these cells were made up of other particles, and those particles are made up of other particles, and so on and so on and so on forever. This is what the mushrooms help me to get to. Now, when I speak on mushrooms, I want you to realize that mushrooms are a tool. It's a tool for us to get to a certain place within our existence. Now, there's many other tools, and so I'm not saying that everyone should go out and do mushrooms. I'm not saying that everyone needs to go out and do these. It's not a tool that every single person needs. Are they helpful? Yes. If you feel aligned to it, then I would definitely say do it. I support them, but at the same time, they're not for everyone. It is quite the experience. But when I experienced this, I really, really felt what we could say at home. I felt truly in love because I realized that I wasn't such a separate little TJ Jensen who's trying to live life and to struggle against everything else, because I realized I was life itself. It helped me to see that we are all pure awareness at its purest form. But of course, we get distracted by different things that comes up in our awareness throughout our lives. And so how does this apply to your life? Well, like I said, there's different methods for us getting to the same place. And of course, when I put words talking about this peace, it is so far beyond words. And when we experience this, we'll realize this, that we will use words to describe it, but it will never, ever come close when we really experience this eternal bliss. And we have different methods we can do this for, or get to this point with. And so whether it's religion, whether it's things like mushrooms, marijuana, whatever it is that you like to do. It could even be something like working on a car. It could be something like playing a musical instrument, going to church, singing, whatever it is. There's certain things that gets us into what we call a flow state. A flow state is when we feel the oneness that we are with everything else. We realize that the ego, or the I thought that comes in so much, is useful, but is not necessarily us at the end of the day. We are something deeper. We could call our consciousness within our body, we could call it a soul. What is consciousness? Consciousness is just the ability to be aware. Everything has this ability, and so if we are consciousness, we are everything. When we feel this, we see miraculous things happen. I've seen people heal from physical abnormalities. I've seen people who have dealt with such heavy, dark emotions that they're able to be free, to be healed, to let things go. And so whatever it is we feel we need to do to get to this point, we can do it. And I know that life is full of distractions. Life is full of, obviously, difficult challenges. Part of life is to embrace those challenges, to realize that that is part of our life. And eventually, after we learn from doing different methods, so for example, I like meditation. I meditate every day. But the more and more I become more one with this reality of me being life itself, me being this eternal soul, then the method, eventually, it isn't needed as much anymore, or at all. And so that is the point with methods. I'm not here to glorify mushrooms and worship them. I'm not here to worship meditation. These are all just methods that get us to a certain place. And so I know that if we follow these methods, we feel aligned with our heart to certain things, whether it's going to a church, it's singing with a choir, it's working on our car, whatever it is, whatever gets in that flow state helps us to see our true potential, our true nature. I hope this video has blessed you guys. I hope it resonates with you. And if it does, please like, subscribe, give me the support. I love you guys. I do appreciate your attention and your intention, your ability to be watching this and to learn. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you. We'll see you.